This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.
To WPSL 1590, the talk of the Treasure Coast. And you are on Careology with Roxy Brown.
Good morning, Greg. How was your weekend?
Very nice.
Very nice. My weekend was good. I went to a bridal expo at the Cape in
You got
Palm
married?
City. No, not again. No, I just went. It was a bridal lunch. Listen, I don't miss a brunch. But it was done by Hearts Unfold. And if you're planning an event, a wedding, a birthday, anything, she does amazing events. And I went out to support her. It was a beautiful event. The Cape Club in Palm City has a chef, Karen, great food. So it was really nice. It was beautifully done. So I had a great time. And then I had a family function yesterday with some good friends. She turned 15, and it was a woot of a time. So, and I use the word woot.
Woot of a time. I like that.
Time. So it was really, really good.
I haven't heard that in years.
I'm going to have to steal that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
We had a great time, and but I'm gonna switch my tone a little bit here. My name is Roxy, and welcome to Careology. Those that have moved with us from Tuesday night, 6 p.m. on to Monday. January makes a year now we've been doing this a year.
Yes,
From 10 a.m.
In the daytime.
In the daytime. So we've been doing this 4
you were on
years.
for what, 3 or 4 years?
3 years at 6 p.m. That's
Yeah.
right. So we've been doing this good. Everyone that has moved over with us, thank you. To the 90 plus countries listening to the sound of my voice, welcome, welcome, welcome. And my name is Roxy. We are a subsidiary of CareBag Incorporated, a nonprofit here on the Treasure Coast and Palm Beaches. And we do one thing, we do it well. We go ahead and we supply access to proper hygiene to the unhoused, which you will know as the homeless, or families that are in crisis. And we do this through our 3 mobile shower units and our mobile hygiene pantry. So everyone that went into their bathroom this morning, last night, whenever, anything you use is what we go ahead and we provide to these families. And I have a way of saying, I hold up a toilet paper roll, which is empty. And I ask everyone, imagine if you did not have this or you could not afford to get this. How would you feel? And everyone understands that. So these are the families that we assist. And if you have it in your heart that you want to help us, please go to givecarebag.com. It will take you right to our official website, givecarebag.com. And you can find all our information. You can go ahead and find our schedule, where we are, where our shower units are, where our mobile hygiene pantry is. If you are in need, if you'd like to volunteer, if you'd like to donate, all our information is there. And we just plead from our heart that you would just find it to go ahead and help our neighbors. These individuals used to be our neighbors, used to be your neighbor. They are in a dire situation. And access to hygiene by the United Nations, they say, is a right, not a privilege. So I'm going to get off my soapbox right now, but I'm going to tone it down a little bit. On March the 16th, approximately at 12:01 a.m., Jackson, I don't want to pronounce his name wrong, Romanello was a victim of a homicide incident. Now, this is a little bit personal for me because I know his dad. He is a sheriff here in our great city in St. Lucie, and there's a $25,000 reward. And if anyone has any information on this heinous crime that happened, please reach out. He is the director of the PALS division in Fort Pierce. So he is giving back to our children. He is giving back on the wrestling, the boxing, just everything. He is so invested. His heart is all for this community and all for the children in this community, and we work together. And I want to go ahead and do my part. I've reached out, and Crime Stoppers is going to make a date where we can come on here and talk about this. I don't want to give information that I don't know. You guys know I don't say anything I don't know. If I don't know it, I'm going to just shut up. So, but I want to go ahead. If you want to, it is TIPS 8477. It's 800-273-TIPS. You can easily go on 211. You can easily Google this. And if you want to go ahead, and if you think, some people's like, I'm not sure. That's what they want to know. When you're not sure or you don't think so, but you have some information, you don't know where your information is because there's not a lot of information out there. They do this so they can get the right information. So if you think you know, or if you want to talk to Detective Mohammed personally, 772 467 6905. Remember, this is anonymous. This is a family. There's many families are grieving. This is not just one. Many families are grieving. Many people this happened. But because this is personal for me, I want to put this out there. Loss of a child, doesn't matter how it happens, is a tough thing. This is even tougher. So if you think you may know something or you're not sure, let the detectives, let the ones that know their job decide what you know, whether it's important or not. I really wanted to put that out there. So 1-800-273-TIPS. You guys know how you can find the number. We want to put this out there so we can have this family get some peace. Going to bed and waking up every morning and not knowing, I think, is the worst thing. Not knowing is the worst thing. You know, I tell people that every day when we talk, when you don't know what's happening, when you can't find out, that is the worst thing. Mothers, dads, brothers, sisters can't sleep at night because they just don't know. So if anyone has information, I just implore you, or you think, or you may, or you know, put yourself in that person. What would you want someone to do for you? I say it here thousands of times. So I'm going to just put that to rest. We're going to just ask God to just comfort, pray for this family, ask God to put comfort, healing over this family so they can find some type of peace, some way to wake up in this morning, because God's the only one that can give that to them. You guys know how I am, so Greg will know. You don't like it or hearing, you know what to do, because we're gonna talk about him. We don't put God in the back burner. We put him up front. You guys know I've been doing this for too long, so we're gonna just leave that grace and comfort and peace and hope that God just wraps himself around this family. You want to say something, Greg?
And there's nothing worse than losing a child.
Yes, it is. There's nothing worse than that.
Terrible.
Having to bury your child is not an easy thing to do. And I'm telling you
no.
people this from experience. It is not an easy thing to do, to bury your child. But to have a child taken away from you in this kind of situation and not know is even worse. So let us help one of our own. This is one of our own that gives back to our community. I know him personally. I know what he does. He's a partner for CareBag. He's a friend. So we want to just wrap ourselves around him.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to put that out there. And, you know, if God's working on your heart, you hear it, you know, you just don't know, do something. Please do something. The next thing I want to talk about is also two men and a junk truck. They're having a give back event Sunday, May 5th. So everyone that just listened to Cliff's show, this is what you're going to love. It is, they've been collecting gently used things that they're going to dump. But what they've done, they've taken out the things they know are nice, things they know that families can use. For, you may need a frame for a bed. You might need a couch. You may need a table. You may need an ottoman. There's many things that you can need. From Sunday, May 5th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it's a give back, and they've gone ahead and incorporated CareBag with this, and it's inventory that they have, limit one per family, and it is free.
Cool.
Wow.
It is free.
At their location?
At their location.
Okay.
And it is on our Facebook page, but everyone knows where it's at, on 800 Southeast Village Green Drive. That is our second warehouse location for CareBag. But anything they have there that they know has in good condition to any family that needs, nothing, it's free of charge. They are not charging. We just ask that every family be mindful. Take one, because another family's coming behind you. Someone else is coming behind you. So let's just have that, just have that consciousness. What you would hate to come and know, oh my goodness, somebody has a truck and it's filled with everything, and you wanted one piece and everything is gone. So we're doing one per family, and it's free to the community. Sunday, May 5th, 2024, of course, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. A CareBag representative will be out there. If you need any information on any help or any assistance for your family, we're going to be out there to go ahead. So if anyone would like to go ahead and come, I'll be talking about this, and I'm going to be doing an ad about this, that we can get it out there, and we're going to be mentioning this every week. Sunday, May 5th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Today is the 15th of the month. So that's just a couple weeks away. I can't believe it's the 15th of the month.
It's tax day.
Heather, I know. Please don't remind me.
And Jackie Robinson.
And Jackie Robinson Day.
The
Thank you
15th,
so
yep.
much. Yes, we would hate to miss out on Jackie Robinson Day. Thank you.
Sorry, it's my baseball stuff. you
Hey,
know.
listen. This is Careology. This is about caring about the community. So whatever is there, we're gonna do it. So I just want to put that housekeeping, some notes out there. We have our back to school event that we're getting ready for coming up August 11th at Mid Florida. I talked to one of my donors and I was saying, they said, Roxy, you know, you had over 300 kids last year. What are you going to do this year? I said, I want to do the first 200 kids for book bags. And, you know, we give haircuts the week of school. I kid you not. Thank you, Grozer Builder family. I had over 300 book bags got delivered to me a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
So the first
Nice.
That's
300 kids that come get book bags. We are reaching out the community. Any business that would like to do a school book bag drive. We don't need book bags, but what we do need is books, pencils, all the things you use in an upgrade fashion, because this is 2024. If you want to go ahead and help us, that we can give back to these kids when we have extra money from our sponsors. CareBag doesn't put it in the kitty. What we do is we buy bikes, we buy other things so that the kids can get. And this is not a fundraiser, this is a community event. So if you want to be a part of this, please reach out to us. It is August 11th, Mid Florida, and I'm going to have more information coming out. But the first 300 kids that come get a brand new book bag. And it's going to be filled, and then we have stuff for teachers. We got gift cards for teachers that we do every year. We have them come. Any books, anything we have left over, we have the teachers come and take that, so they would have extra for their students in their class. Because a lot of teachers come out of pocket when they know kids need, and they should not have to do this in the great US of A. I'm going to let you know that right now. No teacher should have to come out of pocket or have to beg parents, please, do you have pencils and wipes? You shouldn't have to do that. So any extra that we have at our event, we don't pack it up and bag it up. Any teacher that is there, they are free to get it, to have it in their classroom, because kids deserve to learn. Every kid deserves to learn. Every kid deserves to have that first foot coming into school and look good. That's why we do our event on Sunday, right before the week of school starts. Wanted to say something? Oh, Heather's like, what? I have a guest in the studio, everyone. And I thought she said something. I put her on the spot and her eyes just lit up.
Oh, no, I was trying to cough without coughing into the mic.
You're good. Just turn your head to the side and it's all good. I have a guest with me here. I've known Heather. I've known of Heather for a while. And me and her are members of ACBW, of Association of Christian Businesswomen. She is part of the gratitude that we do here every Monday. So we do a gratitude, and we always, from Stacy's book, and we always talk about it. Yes. I am grateful for just life this morning. I'm grateful for with what I've had to deal with. I am grateful for life. I'm grateful for friends. I'm grateful for thanking God that my feet hit the floor this morning and I could stand up and take a deep breath. That is what I am grateful for. And what I want to go and ask God to do, I've done it. I want God to go ahead and put his loving arms around this family so they can have peace and comfort. So we ask, what are you grateful for? What do you want to pray for? And that's what we do. You don't know who needs that. You don't know who needs that little piece.
And it's funny that you mentioned Stacey Joe's book, because I was actually working through it this morning. So I'm ready for this.
You're ready. Go right ahead. What are you grateful for?
So what I'm really grateful for this morning especially is my husband and I actually got to go away this weekend. This last weekend. It was spectacular. We stayed in Orlando at the Aventura Hotel. And we were able to relax. I was able to sleep in, which is glorious. We went for a hike to City Walk and back, and it was just a glorious time. Daniel and I actually were able to have conversations without children interrupting. I mean, believe me, we missed our children. Don't get us wrong, but we need
Adult time. It's called adulting.
Not just
Adulthood.
adulting, but
Connection.
it's that connection. You want to have a strong marriage, and if you want to have a strong marriage, you need to be able to spend time together without your children, and that's okay.
And it's okay. Yeah,
it's okay to do that. So I'm extremely grateful. Yes,
it's needed.
It's very much needed. So extremely grateful that Daniel and I were able to do that this weekend and be refreshed, and something that we're praying for. Oh gosh, so many different things to be praying for, but I think it's a prayer of gratitude right now, and not necessarily a prayer request, but it's just this heart of gratitude for all that God has done for us. And he's got a stumbling block, I guess you would say, that's coming down the pike that we discovered yesterday, but we're going to trust him in that block, that he is going to use it to bring us closer together and make our family stronger and be able to make an impact on those around us.
Nice. How many kids do you have?
I have 2. Well, 3 if you count my husband.
Good line. That is a great line.
Reality.
That's all right. Carol would say the same thing.
This is what I love to tell people. This is a live show. You can't take it back. You can't say, Roxy,
No.
can we
edit that?
Can
No,
we take it out?
no.
Whatever is said is
No,
just said.
exactly.
But it is true.
It is true. And he would call me his third child too.
Yeah.
So it's perfectly fine. But
Well, I love that you say that. I think I said it last week. I had to step out the house a couple of weeks ago. I had to step out the house, and the grandbaby was with my husband, with her grandfather. And when I got back, he was just laughing. I'm like, what's funny? And he's like, the minute you left, I went into the kitchen, and she walked in there. Everyone knows Martiane, got her little 2 hands on her hip, and looked at him and said, Grandpa, Gigi's not here. Whatever you need, I can help you find it. So he said he told her what he wanted to do. She said, hold on and follow me. And he just followed her, 6 foot something, following a little 4-year-old, 4-footer.
Oh my gosh.
And he said, it's amazing because she knew where. She said, what do you want? And he told her, and she went to the pantry. She showed him where everything is. Of course, he knew. But just to see how
funny.
they are resourceful. And you miss them, but you're right. You just need that time alone, that little piece. Like, if I can get her to bed early, that piece is there. And we'll put her, and she's like, you're putting me to bed early because you need the private time. I'm like, we want to talk. Why you want to talk without me? But it's, they're adorable. We love them, but you need that time.
yes, yes, because we want our marriage to last forever.
Yeah.
Not just for a few years. So
I watch my parents, and I watch my dad always used to say, your mom's going to bury me. And we used to laugh, and I watched my mom bury my dad. But my dad used to say something, and I never understood it as a little girl.
Okay.
He used to look at me, and I'm going to say this for everyone, 25, 26. I'm married 27 years this August. My parents were married 60 years before my dad died.
wow.
Great marriage. Never heard them yell. Some people are like, what? Never heard them yell.
Well, Carol has put up with me for 50 years.
Yeah, never heard him yell. My dad used to look at me and say, because I'm a teenager, I'm a little girl, so I'm sassy. I don't know if y'all notice, I'm a little sassy. He used to look at me and say, no, you don't do that. That's my wife. I'm like, that's he said, nope, that's my wife before it became your mom. And when you leave my house, that will still be my wife. You're going to have your house. You're going to make your home. You're going to do whatever you got to do. But I will still be here with my wife. We don't take sides. That's my wife. And I never understood it until I became a wife, till I became a mom. And it's so true. It's so true.
Makes so much sense.
You have to raise your children in a way that you love them, you respect them, but you have to let them know this marriage, this husband, this wife, how we're doing things is because we're together. You're going to grow up. And I see a lot of families put their children ahead of their spouse. That is a big mistake you're making. You don't like what I'm saying? Everybody knows what they got to do. There's a dial on your radio. So, and I'm going to tell you because I believe that. I've seen it, I've lived it, and I've seen it come through. I've seen the fruition. I've seen other of my friends that have done this. That's my daughter, that's my son. They come before everybody. But when they get to a certain age and they leave, you are left with a person you had no respect for. You're left with a person that you did not put as your king and your queen in your household. And I know the Bible says that, you should love the husband should love his wife as he loves the church. You don't put anything before, but that's that love you're supposed to have. And it goes both ways for a wife and for a husband. And it's very important. It's very important. My household, my marriage is very sacred to me. And I tell anyone, I put no one before. And kids, grandkids, they know that. And when they know that, it's amazing what happens. So you guys have been hearing who I'm talking to. This is not the topic for today, because today's tax day. And I have, like I was introducing Heather, but I'm going to I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves. Heather, please introduce yourself.
Well, hi, my name is Heather Blyer. I'm a financial advisor with Thrivent, and I've got two kind of little disclosures for you. First of all, it's more of an apology. I apologize. I love what I do, and I get excited. So if I start speaking so quickly that, people can't actually understand what I'm saying,
that's fine. We got Greg. It happens all the time.
Slow down, Heather. People can't register at that speed.
We'll put the hands up.
Just the hands up. Okay.
Yeah.
The second thing is, anything we discuss today is not intended to be a specific recommendation to any of our listeners.
Do your disclaimer, girl.
Exactly. Just in general, overall education of anything that we discuss today. If we happen to talk about taxes, just understand I am a tax education and strategist. I am not a CPA. So for any specific tax questions, please refer to them. So that's my little disclosure, so I can keep myself out of trouble.
No problem. No problem. We definitely like that. So, so let me ask you a question. What got you involved with Thrivent?
So I've actually known about Thrivent my entire life because I grew up in the Lutheran Church, and Thrivent has its roots in the Lutheran Church. So shout out to all my LCMSers out there. And my first career was I was a youth minister.
Okay.
So I did that for 14 years. And in my first congregation, we didn't really have a budget. And we started with a budget, but by 2008, budgets were non-existent within a congregation. And so we started turning to Thrivent and our action teams to really spearhead our youth ministry. And we survived pretty much solely on action teams. And I'll explain what those are in a minute here.
I love action teams.
Oh, I do too.
I love
I'm wearing one of my action team shirts. They are a badge of honor.
So let me just let you know, the shirts are the softest thing. I have them in gray, blue, a maroon color. I collect them. When I get them, I keep them. I love them. They are the nicest, softest.
Yes.
Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see it.
If you're watching YouTube.
Live
and
generously.
on social media.
Yes,
to
and
live
so
generously.
the one I'm wearing is one of the first years that they came out. So it has our old logo over here with the heart and the cross and live generously, and of course our website on the back, and it's a nice, what is it, royal blue? What'd you say? I'd say royal blue. But every year, action teams have a different shirt. So it's a badge, it's a badge of honor.
I love them.
Because in order to get one of these, you need to be a part of an action team. And so let me explain what those are right quick.
Let me ask, I know you're going to explain. I just want to ask you one question.
Sure.
So to go ahead and to be a member of Thrivent in the capacity that you are, you have to be a Lutheran.
No.
Okay.
No, because in 2013, I actually looked up that date this morning. So in 2013, we opened membership to all practicing Christians. Okay. So because at our core, and what sets us apart as a financial firm is that we are a membership-owned fraternal benefit organization. So all of our members have this common bond, and that common bond is our faith in Christ. So within our ethos at Thrivent, generosity is key. And you would think at a financial firm, it's going to be assets under management or how many insurance policies you write. And yes, we need to do those things as well to survive as a firm. But generosity is at our core. And what we're able to do, because we're a not-for-profit financial firm, which I know is kind of weird to say it, but at the end of our tax year, instead of giving our taxes to Uncle Sam, no offense, but we give it back. We give it, especially on tax day, do your taxes. We give those back to our members to make an impact on their community. And one of the top ways that they do that is first of all, we have our choice dollars, which is our grant program. So let's say, Roxy, you
Oh,
have
I've gotten many choice dollars.
exactly. So
$250.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
250.
no, that's the action
That's
team.
the action team.
This is
200.
choice dollars. So
Okay.
choice
Oh, I'm missing
dollars.
out.
Oh yes,
Uh-oh,
you
uh-oh,
are okay.
uh-oh.
So as a Thrivent member, depending on what product or service you might have, Thrivent will grant that member a specific number of choice dollars. And then you get to take those choice dollars, you know, they don't go in your bank account or anything, but you get to direct them. You get to say, I want to make an impact on, let's say, Care Bag or Hearts for Moms or Helping People Succeed or For Kids of South Florida, any one of those, or your local church. As long as they're registered with Thrivent, you can direct those choice dollars to that organization. Okay. And so it's for the lifespan of choice dollars, we have given away, I would do a drum roll, but I don't want to mess anything up here, but over $500 million.
Wow.
$585 million that our members have directed to the organizations they care about most and want to make an impact. Okay, so that's choice dollars. That's just one piece. One way that Thrivent helps our members choose how they make the impact, because it's not Thrivent making that choice. It's not corporate saying, hey, we're going to give our money XYZ. So the second way is those action teams. So a full member receives 2 action teams a year, and they renew every year. You can't roll them over, you can't stack them, but let's say Care Bags, okay? Just use them as an example. Let's say one of your supporters is also a member of Thrivent, and they want to do something with their action team in support of Care Bag, okay? They can apply, and they would get a $250 Visa card, okay? And they can use that card to, let's say they want to get a group of their friends together and assemble Care Bags or pick up supplies. They can use those funds to purchase the supplies, or maybe you want to print out flyers. You can use the money to help do that. What you can't do is just give the money to Care Bag. You can't just donate the $250. You can't just buy gift cards, and you can't buy liquor. Don't do that. But the idea is you take that $250 and you bring in others with you to amplify your gift and your impact. Okay, so we've been able to bring in 2.3 million people, not just Thrivent members, but their family members, their churches, their friends, their communities, to make an impact in their community. You know, and over time, they have raised and donated over $238 million. So that $250 that each person utilizes is, again, it's amplified, it's multiplied, because, you know, you give God $1 and he's going to feed 5,000 people. He's going to make that impact just completely explode. And then just even the volunteer hours, over 12 million volunteer hours logged through all of these action teams. And so, those are just 2 ways that Thrivent helps our members give back to the community. And we have other ways too, but those are typically everybody's favorites. Because it's so tangible.
I love it. It's a way, and we talk about that on Careology. We talk about a way of giving back, because it's not just about Care Back. We've had many nonprofits, a lot that you just mentioned in here, because I tell everyone, there's some people who just love animals.
Yeah.
There's some people who just love sea turtles. I adore sea turtles. So, you know, but I always tell someone, find something to give back. It doesn't have to be Care Bag. I know my board members are like, oh, why is she saying that? It doesn't have to be Care Bag. Find what you are passionate about. Find out what makes you, when you see it, go, oh my goodness, how can we stop this? But we're going to talk about this some more. I want to go ahead and pay respect to my sponsors, because without my sponsors, we could not do this show. You know, Treasure Coast Lexus and the Woods family, thank you. You have been a pivotal force for us for over the 5 years that we've been doing this, and we just want to say thank you. We have many other sponsors that have come on, and we just want to say thank you to just so many. Two men, we have two men in a truck. We have Groza Builders. We have Hawk with St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We have Designer Sign, who always make us look good. And just the Dyer, just some Quantum, so many individuals that come alongside us. There are too many to name, but we just want to say thank you. And if you are a local business and you want to get behind Care Bag, give us a call, get with us, and just find out what you can do to help your business grow. We'd love to help you. So we will be back after these messages from our important sponsors. Thank you. Thinking of building your next home or renovating? Come see us at Groza Builders. We will create a home suited for your lifestyle. With years of experience means we give you a complete professional service from a dream to a concept. You will get the best results, best value, best quality is what you get from Groza Builders. Visit us at grozerbuilders.com. You deserve better. You deserve Groza. Create custom business signage that customers can't miss or resist. Let Design a Sign in Port St. Lucie help you get the job done right. Over 80 years combined experience. Get it right the first time. Call 772-337-4027 and tell them Roxy said to call. Remember, call 772-337-4020. Design a Sign in Port St. Lucie.
Have you been wondering what your valuables are worth? Bring them to St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin, and their friendly staff will tell you, and they'll pay you top dollar. Hi, it's Evan 9 from the morning show, and I can personally tell you from experience that St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin is the place to go for all your jewelry needs.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy from St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. I want to tell you all thank you for voting us #1 again. Best jewelry and coin dealer, best gold and silver buyer, and best jewelry store.
You know the demand has never been more for fine jewelry, signed jewelry pieces, coins, coin collections, paper money, Rolex, and all luxury watches, even designer purses. You ask why you should sell to St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin? It's real simple. They buy your jewelry as jewelry and not scrap. They resell everything on the international auction platform and in their local store. St. Lucie Jewelry does free confidential appraisals and house calls as well. St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin, located at US 1 and Walton Road in the Publix Plaza.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.
It's 1041 at WPSL 1590, the talk of the Treasure Coast, here on Careology with Roxy Brown.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you. And welcome back to everyone that has been listening with us. And if you just tuned in, my name is Roxy, and I'm your host here on Careology. I am your Careologist, and I am here to help you out in anything that you need within our community and just sharing what's happening in our community, different things you can use. There are a lot of people that get good information, and there are a lot of people that might need this information and don't know. I meet people every day. Oh my goodness, I didn't know about 211. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about that. This is another way, another conduit way that you can go ahead and you can learn what is happening in your community. We're talking with Heather here with Thrivent, and we're going to get right back with her. But I just wanted to touch on a couple things. On our website, we have our schedule for our monthly mobile hygiene pantry. The first Friday, we are at the Salvation Army, 5 to 6, and in Stewart at 821 Southeast Martin Luther King Drive. On our second Wednesday, we are at Gifford Community Center from 9 to 11, 4855 43rd Avenue in Vero. Third Wednesday, which will be this Wednesday, excuse me, we are at Graceway Village from 5 to 6, 1780 Hartman Road. The third Saturday, we are at the Community Methodist Church, and from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., and that is on 3114 Okeechobee Road in Fort Pierce. The fourth Wednesday, we are at the Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Petway and Hope Sound, 8 a.m. to 11. They do start a little earlier there. and the lines are long. So if anyone wants to meet us there, our mobile shower unit, Saturday in Fort Pierce, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the First Methodist Church in Fort Pierce on Avenue A. And on Wednesday, the First Methodist Church in Vero, in collaboration with the Salvation Army of Vero, 9 a.m. to 12. And it's a hot meal. You get there. I love what we're doing in Vero, Heather. It's a massive wraparound service. We have mental health, we have substance abuse, we have haircuts, we have food, we have just so many career source, so many things have wrapped around. We have grown in Vero, and we're planning to do another day. But just everything that is happening there is the vision that I had for Care Bag. Our third unit will be wrapped next week, and we're going to have that in Fort Pierce, down the avenues a little bit until it goes to West Palm Beach. That shower unit is slated for West Palm Beach. I see everyone looking. Why? Because Care Bag, Greg gave me that look. Care Bag serves West Palm Beach. Our shower unit in the middle of the pandemic was in Boca for 2 years. And we were doing 3 days a week. We were doing almost 70, 80 people a day in Boca near Metzger.
Incredible.
And it is just, but they've done some construction, and the way they've done their parking lot, the asphalt that they use in their parking lot will destroy my shower unit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, whatever they use, that
Never would've thought of
asphalt,
that.
whatever, the tires, we'd have to lift it up. And just the metal where we lift it up, the heat during the summer causes it. It's amazing. The heat is so bad. So we've had to move from that area, which was very disturbing because they do meals every day, breakfast and dinner, and they have hundreds. And we are thinking of doing a concrete slab, but we'd have to do it. That money's just not there. So there's a will, there's a way for everything.
Maybe there's an action team for that.
Well, you get Grossa Builders to pour a concrete slab for you.
Yeah, but now you have to get a permit. Look, now you got to get a permit on a new
that's right.
construction that they've done. They
Oh,
just
boy.
did. There's always, like you said, there's always a roadblock. But you know what? This is what I say. When it is time, I have learned through the 7 years of being the CEO and founder of Care Bag that I don't push anything. I sit back and I just let it happen. I just say, you know what, God, this is what I need to happen. And when it is time, it happens. I never thought, I knew I needed a third shower unit, but I never knew 4 days after my gala, I'd go down and drive and purchase one in Edgewater. That was not in my plan, but you know what? We make those mistakes every day of thinking that we are in control of our life. I don't know why we do that. There is God that decides this is what's going to happen, baby, but you just play along. I'm going to play along with you until you realize I'm in control. So we had our big gala. I told him what I wanted, and one of my donors called me 2 days and say, I found it.
Wow.
And the gentleman that I love this story. I drove down with Candace, one of our volunteers, and this gentleman hired for a much higher price, and he sold it to me for exactly what it said that he bought it for on the title.
Wow.
So that's where you say, I'm trying to, it's in my car. That's where you say that's God. That's God, because the price he had is not the price that he wanted for, he didn't get. And then when he met me, if I find another one, I'll let you know, and whatever it is, that's all God. So we're just grateful for it. But if you want to know our schedule, the only thing you would need to do is to go on our website and go to our menu. And on our menu, you would go access to hygiene, and you will see our dates, times, and everything. If these times do not work for you, and if the location is much harder for you to get to because our office is closed, give us a call and see how we can make arrangements for you. We do not, I'm going to say it many times because everyone's calling me, this is my address. We do not go to people's homes. I do not know why people think we are Uber or Instacart. We do not go to people's homes. I don't even know how to say that anymore, Greg. We do not go to people's homes, people. We go to where I moved Care Bag March of 2024, and I was telling everyone I'm like the feet of Jesus now. We go to where they get dinner. We go where they get food. A lot of people had a hard time coming to our office, Heather. So we closed our office. It is now a Care Bag working office, and we meet them where they are. because
think
that's
that's
important.
fantastic.
We meet them where they are. We meet the people that are in need. If you're getting out your house at 7 o'clock in the morning to stand in a line and to have your car in a line, that means you're needing our service. And that is why a lot of people say, oh, you just close it. No, there was a reason why I closed it. I don't need to disclose it to anyone, but this is why we're doing this. We wanted to get closer to the people that needed it the most. There are a lot of people that take advantage of what you do and don't think that we don't notice that. And from seeing what I saw, I thought this was the best action for us to take. My board and my volunteers, my council, they all agreed with us. And it has worked out. We have done so much more. Since March the 1st, we have done and made more of an impact than we did within 2 to 3 months in our office.
Wow.
Because we're going to where the people need it the most. So if you're going for a hot, like we're at Graceway Wednesday, these are people that are going for dinner. That means that you cannot supply your family with what they need for a hot meal. You see what I'm saying? I have fathers coming. I'm a single father with 3 daughters. Do you have anything my daughters need? What do your daughters need? I don't know what girls need, but I know they need something. And Miss Patty, our head of our volunteer department, just packs them up. She just packs them up. We have a list that says 4 items. If you got this patty on a good day, you're getting a full bag, but if the need is there, we're not going to limit. We have a limit. That way we can serve
more.
We can serve more. Sometimes we have to, but sometimes you just gotta just go beyond that. Just let your heart speak for yourself. And talking about heart speaking for yourself, we want to go back and we're talking about with Heather, with Thrivent, and you have a local office here.
Yes, we do. Our office is out in Jensen Beach. It's 3472 Northeast Savannah Road. And I'm not a lone ranger. I actually work as part of a team. My cohorts, my teammates are Rob and Amy Whitlatch. Between the two of them, they have each been with Thrivent for 14 and 15 years. I am in my 3rd year with Thrivent. As I mentioned before, as a youth minister prior. So God had some things to do for me and wanted me to do some things through the church before kind of pulling the rug out from under me, really. And
to bring comfortable. Sometimes when we get comfortable, it gets pulled out.
Yes, because I am rather tenacious and loyal to a fault, perhaps a little stubborn. And so probably the only way God would have gotten me into the financial services industry is by pulling the rug out from under me. Because I honestly thought I was going to retire as a DCE, which is a director of Christian education. And he said, no, that's so sweet that you had that plan, darling, but that's not the plan I have for you. You're going to go into finance. And I was like, wait.
Stop.
God, I've been in youth ministry. I have gone through pay cuts and pay freezes. I'm talking, 5% pay cuts. And then that pay cut froze for 7 years living in South Florida. Okay. Then I went to another congregation in Texas, which I loved because I grew up in Texas. So my boots and my y'all are authentic, just so you're aware.
All right.
But shortly after getting to that congregation, there was a change in leadership, and then I ended up getting a 25% pay cut. Can you imagine?
No.
Waking up one day and having a 25% pay cut. So I understand the joys and struggles of serving in ministry and having to fully trust God with your finances. And so when he dragged me into the finances industry, at first it didn't make sense. I didn't understand why he would think this was a good idea at all. But through my journey in this last 5 years being in the industry, I can see, wow, okay, I get it. I'm looking back, I can see how he directed each step and planned each piece to bring me where I am today. So as I said, I work as part of a team. And so we each have our own specialty. And so we're able to serve just a wide variety of people, whether you're 10 years away from retirement or you're just starting out and you're just trying to figure out, how do I make a budget that works and pay down debt and still save for a house. Retirement may be 20, 30 years away from you. So you're maybe thinking about, well, I just want to buy a house. That's my next big goal, or, put my kids through school. And then my passion is really working in the nonprofit space, whether it's churches, and really Christian nonprofits. I'll serve all nonprofits, but there's something different.
That's your passion.
Yeah, it's my passion. It's serving and letting them know about choice dollars and action teams, ways that Thrivent can partner with them. But we can do so much more. I mean, those are just scratching the surface. As we were talking during the break, if somebody doesn't use their action teams or their choice dollars, that money that Thrivent would have been able to give out to the community doesn't go back into the kitty, as you mentioned. Thrivent does have a couple of nonprofits that we'll give to those if we need to, but we also have an internal program called Money Canvas. And some of the money is directed into that. And what Money Canvas is, it is a free, no strings attached, 3 coaching sessions on money management. Okay, it's really focused on budgeting and saving. So when you sign up for this program, you are paired with a financial coach, or a Money Canvas coach, I should say. They are not a licensed advisor, so they won't be giving you investment advice, and they can't sell you anything. But they do go through a 5-week training program, so they know what they're talking about as they walk you through these 3 free sessions. And when you sign up, your name isn't put into a database. You're not going to be,
those calls.
You're not. And in fact, when you go to a website and you sign up for, it doesn't matter what you sign up for, and you have to uncheck the button that says, I don't want to subscribe. Well, at Thrivent, it's the opposite. If you want something, you have to check the box.
I like that. They're giving you an option for what you want.
Exactly. And then when you're done with the program, you do have the option of asking, hey, I do want to connect with an advisor and kind of take things to the next level. And so I absolutely love it when someone comes to me and says, hey, I finished my Money Canvas. Here's all my paperwork. Okay, this is what we've put into action. Let's take it to the next level. Exactly.
I love that.
And it's free.
You can't, when you're learning something and something is for you, you want to go to that next step. And that's what I love. And you have to learn. People don't understand, money's a tricky thing. Money's a tricky thing. And it doesn't matter if you have a lot, you have a little, or you don't have none. It's always good to budget, and it's always good to know what you're going to do. And that's something I've been wanting to do.
Budget, how do you spell that?
Look, but budget is tricky. Budget is tricky. How do you budget?
And keep track of it.
Yeah, and keep track of everything. How do you do that? So I love that. So let me ask you about Money Canvas. Can anybody do that?
Any and everybody.
I love that.
It comes in English and Spanish as well.
Ooh.
I don't speak Spanish, but
neither do I.
Just go to Thrivent.com, or you can type in moneycanvas.com, and you'll be directed right to it.
Right to it.
And it's online. It's nothing that's in person. And yeah, it's fantastic.
I love that. So we can go to money. So everyone knows, a lot of you cannot see me. So I keep my computer here. So we're
Money
gonna
Canvas.
Go to moneycanvas.com.
And you'll be redirected. It's got a little spinny wheel as it's thinking.
Yeah,
it's thinking
on how to do it. And
it's
not only
thinking.
that,
There we go. Get more from your money.
Get more from your money. And when you go on here, I see Greg is giving me the hand, and it's probably because I have something here that's shifting and making a lot of noise. Or it's me. It's me. Oh, it's me tapping. Oh, 3 minutes. Shut
That blew by.
Oh, that's what I thought he was telling me. I was not. See, that's when something is so good, you just want to go. So I want everyone to get this. That's why I did it. So you go.
You may go till 1 o'clock.
No,
Oh.
I may not. No, I may not. Because I'm heading down to Stewart and they're waiting on me, so I can't. And it says, "Get more for your money. Book a session." That's simple.
Yep.
That's
it.
simple. Only thing I typed in was moneycanvas.com.
.com.
And it took me right there. And you go ahead and you click book a session. And I tap book a session and it takes you right there. And it just asks you if you want it in English or it wants you in Spanish. You know, book your first Money Canvas coaching session. Start by choosing your preferred language, English or Spanish. So because we have 3 minutes, I'm telling you, it is easy to do.
Yes.
Nobody should be calling me and talking about, oh, Roxy, I couldn't get in there. It's very
It's
easy
very
to
simple.
do. We have 2 minutes left. Is there, I'm going to give you 1 minute to let us know. Is there anything you forgot that you want to go and share?
There's one more piece. This month, in the month of April, we've been, our Thrivent office, Rob, Amy, and I have been partnering with Helping People Succeed through their baby shower that's happening. And we are a collection site for baby items. And the address is 3472 Northeast Savannah Road. But we are also hosting a baby shower at Helping People Succeed on Saturday. And that is going to be on April 29th. What Saturday is that? The 29th or is it the 27th?
27.
27th. Thank you. I appreciate it. And it's free. It's from 10 to 12 at Helping People Succeed. So you can bring your gift at that time. We're going to be having a lovely brunch and we're going to have a raffle as well as other little items. We'd love for you to come out. If you just type in Jensen Beach Thrivent, it'll bring you to our website. That's the easiest way to get there. And you go to the events page and you can register there. But you can, if you're not able to join us, there is a link to their Amazon wish list if you'd like to donate that way as well.
Okay. And baby showers are hard because we did one last year in October, and it was just amazing. But we're going to talk about that next Monday. Amy, it was great to have you.
I'm Heather.
Oh my goodness, I said Amy.
It's funny.
It's still the team. It's part of the team.
People do that to Amy and I all the time, actually.
Heather, it was great to have you. We got to say bye because my time is up. I got a couple seconds. We will see you next Monday. I have a great show for you. Can't wait to see you. Be safe, be blessed, be grateful. Find something to be grateful for. Love you guys and have a safe day. This is Roxy, your Careologist on Careology. Have a good day, guys.
God bless.
WPSL, Port St. Lucie.